Lead actor in a drama. One of our fan favorites, Kyle Chandler, is in Bloodline. He's nominated for that.
Friday Night Lights guy.
Friday Night Lights. I like
Like,
him.
hey, isn't that Friday Night Lights guy?
Aren't you the guy from Early Edition? See, you're too young to remember that show. I'm an old man. And Rami Malek from Mr. Robot, the titular character.
Great actor.
Yes.
He's a great underused actor.
Have you seen episodes of the first?
I've seen clips. I haven't really watched it. It's one of those shows that is on my list, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think with this second season, the little clips I've seen of the second season, especially with the addition of Christian Slater, is definitely one of those shows that need to be checked out.
It is a good show. I didn't watch all of the first season, but I watched the first about 5 episodes or so of the first season. But you think he's actually a robot. He plays the character so well. It's such a well done. USA has been having some really good dramas and comedies over the last years.
And Rami Malek, if you haven't seen anything he's in, if you're a video gamer, he was in the video game Until Dawn. He was definitely in there, and he was a very interesting character in Until Dawn.
That was a very interesting game.
And Bob Odenkirk also nominated for Better Call Saul, of course. Bob Odenkirk, great in his first season, somehow outdid himself in the second season. I'm glad to see him get nominated. He deserves it. He'll be one of my dark horses. I think it'll be hard for him to win in this heavy category, especially with hard hitters like Liev Schreiber, who's been nominated for Ray Donovan, and Kevin Spacey for House of Cards, and Matthew Rhys.
Matthew Rhys, I was gonna say that's Bob Odenkirk and Matthew Rhys. Those are the two dark horses to probably, if they can get out the win, because both of them have been very impressive in their TV shows that have been on for a minute. But that's a real difficult. I mean, it can go to either one of those guys. It can be a toss-up to come down to it. Same goes for the lead actor in a comedy. You got Anthony Anderson in Blackish, Aziz Ansari of Master of None, William H. Macy in Shameless, Thomas Middleditch in Silicon Valley, and Jeffrey Tambor in Transparent.
Yeah. And
that pick,
and we'll probably do a separate video for our picks when we get closer to the Emmys. But I got to say, I'm cheering for Thomas Middleditch just because I love Silicon Valley so much. I think it's going to be hard with Jeffrey Tambor, William H. Macy, all these people who've been nominated before. They're just powerhouses, and the Emmys love these guys. Especially Jeffrey Tambor, who won last season.
He won last season,
for his first season of Transparent, and I'm assuming with all the critic appraisal that it's only getting better, and he's only getting more stronger. I mean, it's hard to stop a locomotive like Transparent.
It is. It really is. You know, it'll be interesting to see, really, particularly if Anthony Anderson and Aziz Ansari, if they can actually pull off. Those are my two dark horses in that category.
Anthony Anderson and Aziz Ansari getting some diversity in the Emmys.
Hey,
come on.
You know what? Oscars can learn a lesson or two.
Hashtag Emmy so white.
Well, not so far. Lead actress in a drama. Y'all's got the always the great Claire Danes.
Claire Danes always in it.
Viola Davis and How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, she won last year.
She did.
So look out for her to win this
And look out for her Suicide Squad, because she's playing a pretty good role too. Taraji P. Henson in Empire. She's you have to watch episodes of Empire. She's just fantastic as Cookie. She's everything that you would love about a person and can hate about a person.
That's one of the examples of perfect casting. I think Taraji P. Henson for Cookie.
She's fantastic.
She nails that role, and she actually becomes that person.
I mean, I just cannot believe it. I have not seen Orphan Black, but I've actually heard good things about
Tatiana Maslany. I've seen too few, really, if you ask me, episodes of Orphan Black. What I've seen of the show, she's great playing different characters in one show. She plays this person who gets cloned, and all these different clones have different personalities, different accents. So Tatiana Maslany has to play all these people with just completely different characteristics, and it's really impressive seeing her perform that. And she's a heavy in this category as well. It'll be interesting to see how well she does.
Hopefully, she's just going against Kerry Russell in The Americans her first time, and Robin Wright as always in House of Cards.
Robin Wright,
you're just
powerful.
like, wow. You look at this, and it's so hard. the Emmys are difficult because generally you can have such categories where it's just so hard to really pick that one person.
It really gets down to, especially with these categories that we've been naming, these are heavy pick categories, and you really think, like, how could the people at the Emmys really pick between these? And what it comes down to is, I don't know how many people actually know this, what shows do when they're sending in stuff for Emmy nomination, they only select maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and even in those episodes they might choose a few clips of the person performing, and they send in kind of a portfolio, like, here's what we have, is it good enough? And a lot of shows do this, and obviously we see the same hit shows get nominated because they turn in those performances. So it's really who gets the stronger performances in those categories.
You're absolutely right, and that's the thing about it too, and that's why it's just so hard. When you look at it, you're just like, all of these are fine performances, and